Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Bryn. If you don't know me, welcome. And today it is very cold and cloudy and rainy outside, so I thought we could just cozy up by my fireplace and do a little Q&A. So I recently hit 500 subscribers on YouTube, and I realized that I feel like most of my video content isn't really about me. It's more about Bath and Body Works. So I figured a good way for you guys to get to know me better would be to answer some questions that you guys may have. So I posted on my Instagram and on here on YouTube to ask me some questions, and you guys asked me some really good questions, so I'm gonna get into it. There weren't a ton of them, so I did, at the end, I'm gonna add some like juicier personal questions. So get ready, and we're gonna answer some questions so you guys can get to know me better. So the first question is, what are you and Casey's popular opinions and your favorite and least favorite thing about each other? So if you don't know who Casey is my husband, actually. We have been married for almost 5 years. I can't believe it. It's really crazy. But he's obviously not here with me to answer those questions, but I will answer those questions about him, I guess. So the first one is, what's an unpopular opinion? The only thing that's coming to mind right now is the whole like Taylor Swift thing. Okay, I am not hating on her whatsoever. I just don't understand the hype. Like, I think she's okay, like she's an okay singer, but I don't understand the people that are like obsessed with her. I don't know. You guys might hate me for that. If you're a Swiftie fan, more power to you. That's awesome. But I don't know. Like, I don't think she's a bad singer. I just don't think she's like phenomenal. I don't know. Another thing is, I am probably the only person on this planet that does not drink coffee. I don't like Starbucks, really. I used to go there for like hot chocolate and stuff, but I don't know. They're just a big corporation, and they've done some things that I just don't really agree with. So I don't think I'll be supporting Starbucks anymore. And then what's my favorite thing about Casey? First of all, he is the most hardworking person I've ever met. We actually met, I'll get into that question, but since we've met, he has had the same job and he's worked so hard at it. He's never called in sick. I think within the 10 years that I've known him, I think he's called in sick twice ever in 10 years, which is insane. But yeah, he's such a hard worker. And also the fact that he would do anything for me. I love him so much. Like, he would, if I asked him to do anything, he would do it for me just because he loves me. So yeah, those are my favorite things about him. Okay, next is, do you have any kids and will you ever do a collection series? So that's 2 questions. First question, do you have any kids? No, we do not have any kids yet. There actually, I'm not going to really get into this part of it, but there actually may be a chance that I might not be able to have kids, but we haven't tried yet. But hopefully in the near future, we will try and see if we can have kids. And then, will you ever do a collection series? I actually have. So I actually just finished the finale of my collection series, and it was my candle collection. So be sure to check that out. And I have my entire Bath and Body Works collection in different videos on this channel. So yeah, I have my body wash collection, I have my candle collection, my fine fragrance mist, everything Bath and Body related collection is on here. So be sure to check it out. Next is, how did you and your husband meet? Okay, so we met at a grocery store. I'm not gonna say which one because it's a local one. But I actually had been working at this grocery store for like a long time. I think maybe like 5 years or something. And I worked in the deli department. And the deli was right like kitty corner next to the meat department. And he started working in the meat department. He's now a butcher. But he started working there as like a service clerk, and I think he was there for like a couple months, and I had just broken up with a previous boyfriend, so I wasn't really trying to like look for guys. And one of my coworkers one day came up to me and was like, "Hey, do you think that guy's cute? He likes you, or he thinks you're cute, whatever." And he asked me out, and we went on a few dates, and now we're married. So that is how we met. And it wasn't hard working at the same place with him because we never fight. Like, we've never gotten in a fight, especially not at work. We're very private when it comes to that sort of thing. And we weren't even in the same department, so it was fine. Okay, next is, would love to see a candle collection, and how many do you own? Again, I just posted my candle collection video, so go check it out. And you guys, I counted, and I own more than 200 candles. I don't know if that's a lot for some people, but that is a lot for me. So yeah, go check that out. Next is, what are your goals for your channel, and what type of content are you planning for 2024? This is a tough question. I really don't know. I'm kind of struggling with that because of course, I love filming haul videos, Bath and Body Works hauls. They do very well. You guys love seeing my hauls, but I'm trying to save money, and I can't always be shopping and showing you guys what I buy. So I have considered, like, in the future, maybe doing like family vlogs if, you know, once we get a house and have kids and stuff. But my vlogs do not do well. Like, you guys do not want to see what I'm doing in my daily life. You guys just want to see my Bath and Body Works videos. So I don't know. Let me know. Put a comment down below what you guys want to see besides hauls, because there will be them. Don't worry. But put down like video ideas that you guys want to actually see, and I will film them for you. So yeah. Okay, next is, if you could only use one scent from Bath and Body Works, what scent would it be? This one is a tough question. I have so many favorites. I think it would come down to body care scents, sugared snickerdoodle and raspberry jam donut. Definitely those scents are amazing. I love them. I think I would have to go with raspberry jam donut though, if I could only do one, but that would be really sad. Okay, and then the last question from you guys is, what candle scent did you miss out on that you wish you could find? That one's tough too. There's a lot of candles, like my unicorn candles. If you guys don't know what a unicorn item is, it's like something you've always been searching for, and you like, it's like at the top of your list. It's a rare item to find. So there's a lot of like unicorn candles that I have been kind of searching for, but I just don't want to spend like hundreds of dollars on like Mercari or whatever. But I should probably film a video of like that list. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. My top candle that I have been wanting ever since I like got into Bath and Body Works is the tailgate candle. I don't even know what year it came out, a long time ago. It just has a picture of like a football on it. but I love football. And so I don't even really want it for the scent. I just kind of want it for like the packaging. But that's one. And then another scent that I love that they discontinued, and I don't know why, because it's such an amazing scent. I don't even know if they discontinued it, but it hasn't come out in a while. And that is key lime pie. Like, I want that one to come back. That one's amazing. So that's a couple. Okay, now getting into, so I wrote down some questions that are kind of juicy, and just so you guys can get to know me a little bit better than, you know, just the Bath and Body Works stuff. So my first question is, what do I do for a living? So I started out 5 years ago, actually like 6 years ago, I went to school to become an animal cop. So I don't know if you guys have seen that show, like that Animal Cop show. I still to this day have never seen it. But I've always wanted to help animals. I'm very passionate about animals. I love them so much. And I've always wanted to help them out. And so that's what I decided would be like my dream job, is to become an animal cop. And actually we called it animal services officer. And like cop is too much, you know. But yeah, so I went to school to do that. And then I applied to an animal shelter that does animal services. And I got the job, and they trained me for 4 months before I got badged. And I finally got badged as an officer, and I was so proud. It was like it was the best job ever, except for a couple of things. And which I should probably do a video about that. I don't know if I can really get into the nitty gritty of it, because there's just some things I can't disclose. But I decided that it actually wasn't for me. So there's another role at that workplace that is an animal services technician. So you have animal services officer, animal services technician. So that job is you just go around and pick up deceased animals, which it was a tough job. I'm not gonna lie. Not everybody can do that, but I felt like I really thrived in that position, and I was pretty proud of the work that I did in that short time, which was like a couple years. And then recently, I started filling in. I needed to pick up an extra shift a week, so I started filling in the front office, which is actually where they answer the calls and handle like more shelter, animal stuff, and dispatch emergency calls, stuff like that. So I started filling in, and the manager of that department was like, hey, do you actually want to work in this department? So she pretty much stole me. So now that's what I do. I don't work full time, but I work like almost 30 hours a week doing it. So basically I answer the phone, do a lot of computer work, I dispatch emergency calls, and it's still animal related, so I still love it. And yeah, so that's what I do when I'm not on YouTube. Okay, you guys, I'm talking for way too long, so I don't know if you want to sit here for this whole thing, but I don't know. Next is, did I go to college? Yes, I went to college. So I did go to the Animal Services Academy, which is how I became an animal cop. But before that, I actually went to culinary school. I went to culinary school for 3.5 years, and I do have an associate degree in culinary arts. I also have a baking certificate. And I was passionate about cooking for a long time. Ever since I was little, like 10, I have been passionate about cooking. But there came a point in my life where I decided that cooking wasn't gonna fulfill like my need of like helping people. So I was really passionate about animals and I wanted to make an impact on their life. So that's why I decided to change career paths, quote unquote. I mean, I started working in a deli. I worked there for like almost 10 years. And it wasn't really like, I wanted to work in a restaurant or a bakery or something like that. But when I started working there, it was a time where no one was hiring. So that's what I did. And I loved it. I became a manager and I loved that. But the culinary arts, it just didn't fulfill like my need to like make an impact on someone's life. So that's why I decided to change career paths. Next up is, what is my biggest accomplishment? So by far my biggest accomplishment is being badged as an officer. I literally bled, sweat, and tears my way in those 4 months. I learned so much law enforcement. It was really an accomplishment for me to become an officer, and it was difficult to do. There's so many times where I wanted to like quit and give up, but I stuck it out and I'm super proud that I accomplished that. Secondly, I'm really proud that me and my husband went across the United States. We drove across the United States in, I think it was, we hit 26 states in 23 days, and we experienced so much in those 23 days. It was honestly life-changing, and I'm so proud of us that we did that, that we accomplished that. So, next question is, do I struggle with anything? And yes, I mean, obviously everybody struggles, and my life is definitely not perfect. I actually, if you guys don't know, this may be another video. If you guys want like more personal videos, let me know too, because I can talk about it, or I can just talk about Bath and Body Works. That's fine. But if you don't know, which you probably don't because I don't really talk about it that much, but I actually suffer from four different mental health disorders. And one of them being generalized anxiety disorder, which I struggle with every single moment of my life. And it's honestly astounding to me that I can actually function as a human being with these four disorders that are constantly like, it's really a mind game. So I have a phobia. I don't know. I'll just tell you guys now. I have a phobia of like incurable diseases, and it sounds crazy, but I constantly have a fear of getting cancer or some other disease that is going to kill me, because actually my ultimate phobia is death. I'm afraid to die. I'm afraid of family members dying, which has already happened to me, and it's terrifying to me. And I definitely need to see a therapist about this, which we're struggling with our health insurance right now. California is not great at all. But anyway, so my point is I have an anxiety disorder, and I constantly am anxious. I'm constantly, unless I can distract myself with other things, I'm constantly thinking about dying. And it really just drains on me, and it's hard. So I do struggle with that, and along with my other mental disorders, which I don't know, I may talk about in another video if you guys want to hear about it or not. Next question is, how many relationships have I had? So I actually have 3 ex-boyfriends before I met my husband. My first boyfriend, I'm not going to say names, okay? But my first boyfriend, I was with him ever since like freshman year of high school. On and off, we broke up a couple of times and got back together. But from my freshman year of high school all the way until I like my freshman year of college, off and on. So he was my first love, you know, I was infatuated with him and, you know, high school sweetheart. Then that relationship ended in a it ended very badly. I'll just say that. And then my second relationship was kind of a rebound. I'm not gonna lie. I met him when I was like 19 or 20, and we were together for around 3 years. I'm not sure. And then I actually met him on MySpace. Funny fact enough. Yeah, I'm that old. So, next, my third ex-boyfriend, I actually met him at work prior to me meeting my husband, and that's the one that I just like ended that relationship. He just cheated on me all the time, and I was sick of it. Like, he would break up with me to go like cheat on me or whatever, and then we'd get back together like over and over and over again. And then I decided finally I didn't want to be with him anymore. So, but then I met my husband, and I am madly in love with him. You guys, don't settle. Do not settle for crap, because there is a man out there that's going to treat you like a princess, and do not settle for subpar crap, okay? That's all I have to say about that. But yes, I have been in, I guess, 4 relationships total. Next question is, have I ever had plastic surgery and would I ever want it? No. I'm just going to say that right now. I can't afford plastic surgery, but even if I could, I don't think I would. The only thing that I want done is I definitely want like some sort of lip filler or something. My lips are so thin. I'm like constantly like this. And nobody, I have really thin lips, and I guess I'm insecure about that, but if I could do anything, it would be that. But I would never do anything like drastic. I would never get a boob job or anything like that. So no. Next question. What was my most embarrassing moment? Okay, so I'm going to share this story with you guys. When I was in middle school, we were warming up in our gym class, and I actually started my period right on the gym floor because we had to line up and like sit in rows. Started my period. You know, it was middle school. It was a new time in my life. And I got up to do our workout exercises, and I saw it on the ground. I was like, oh no. And we were warming up, and because I didn't know what to do. You know, I didn't want to like walk away and everybody would stare at me. So we were warming up, and a boy actually pointed at me and laughed. And I was like, is this real life right now? Like, this stuff only happens in movies. Like, it was crazy. And another boy, I'll never forget this. Like, another boy was like, shut up, dude. Like, and he totally stuck up for me. So yeah, I'm sure like us being women, we've all had a story like that. But yeah, it was very embarrassing, and I do remember it to this day, and trauma. Okay. Moving on, seriously. Next question is, what is my worst habit? I'm going to say my worst habit is I definitely don't eat the healthiest. I'm really trying to eat healthy and start like a new lifestyle. I've cut out caffeine for the most part, and I'm really proud of myself for doing that. So that is one step, but actually eating healthy and eating bad is like, it's like such a reward. Like, oh, I deserve it, but it's just an excuse, you know. I want to live for a long time, so I definitely need to start eating better and making healthier and cleaner choices. So that's one thing. You guys need to hold me to that, okay? Next question. I only have a couple more. Next question is, do I have any tattoos? Yes, I have 3. I only have 3. Oh, I only have 3 tattoos, technically. So I want to get more. I really do. I'm planning on getting one very soon. But my first tattoo that I have is, they're on my wrist. And I don't know how I'm going to show you this, but it just says love life. Do I regret this? I don't regret getting it done. I just regret that it's like so big and like, I don't know, like dainty small tattoos are kind of like in right now, but yeah, so I just have love on one wrist, life on the other. This is like really popular tattoo back in the day, so I don't know. I just got it because I could go into the reasoning why I got this tattoo, but I just was really depressed at the time and hated life, and I just wanted like a reminder to love life, so that's why I got it. My other one is actually my cat's paw print on my foot. I'm not gonna show you that one, but it's just my cat's paw print and his name on my foot. And then the last question is, where do I see myself in 5 years? I definitely want to be in a house. I am so sick of living in this apartment. I really want my own house to call my very own. And I would love to have a kid or two and maybe a puppy. And I just want to be happy and like maybe travel a little bit more. And I just want to be happy. I don't know. I really don't know what I want to do like career-wise. I would love to just keep going with YouTube and just keep on that path, and hopefully that will be it. So yeah, that's it for this Q&A. Of course, if you guys have more questions, don't forget to comment down below and ask me. I'm a very open person. I will probably answer your question. So that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.